Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of me cooking at home. Today, we're gonna be cooking a quick and easy dish using the frozen veggies I have in my fridge. We're gonna be creating a beef stir fry. As always, I'm gonna show you guys the ingredients and how I create my own version of a stir fry beef. So, stick around and hopefully you guys enjoy on how I create my version of a stir fry beef. Let's do it, guys. All right, guys, I got my beef here. I already cut it into small pieces, ready for stir frying. So later on, we're gonna sear it, and then we'll go in the process of stir frying this beef. But for now, we're gonna marinate it. I got my ingredients here. I got the cornstarch here. So the cornstarch helps lock in moisture and gives the beef that smooth, tender restaurant style texture after cooking. So this is the trick that most restaurants do whenever they're doing a stir fry beef. And then I'll be also using my kikoman stir fry. If you guys don't have this one, then by all means you guys can use a soy sauce, mix it with maybe either the Nor seasoning or as oyster sauce. So it's either or, guys, and then you guys can come up with a delicious marinade as well. But for now, like what I said, since they have this one available in our store here, we're gonna be using this kikoman stir fry. And also we're gonna be using this toasted sesame oil. This will just help prevent our beef from sticking. So we're gonna be using that one, and then the flavor, I like the flavor, the sesame oil that brings on our dish. And then also we're gonna be using brown sugar and ground pepper. Alright, guys, like what I said, I'm gonna show you guys on how I marinate my beef whenever I do the stir fry. It doesn't need to be in this order. So I'm gonna be starting with my brown sugar and ground pepper, and then we're also gonna be using a cornstarch, like what I said. This will help lock in the moisture on our beef. So we're just gonna put everything in there. Alright, like what I said, I'm gonna be using this toasted sesame oil to prevent the beef or any meat that you use from sticking. So we're gonna be using, and then the flavor that this one brings as well is I really like whenever I create this dish. And like what I said, we're gonna be using this stir fry kikoman original sauce. And like what I said, if you guys don't have this one at your local store, you guys can just use a soy sauce with either the Nor seasoning or oyster sauce. So, and then we're just gonna mix everything up just like this, what I'm doing right now. And then we can set this one aside for maybe 30 to an hour. And if you guys have a whole lot of time, then you guys can do overnight. In that way, the flavor will all get in our meat, and then it will also help tenderize our meat as well. So just make sure all the ingredients get mixed well in there, as well as the cornstarch, to make sure that it will help lock in that moisture that our meat produce. So yeah, just like this, guys, like what I said, we set it aside, and then we'll stir fry it later on today. Alright, like what I said, we're gonna be searing our beef. Make sure your pan is really hot, and do not overcrowd your pan We want to make sure we're searing, not steaming the beef. And then of course don't forget to add a little bit of oil. And then after searing our meat for maybe 1 to 2 minutes on both sides, we're gonna remove it from the pan. Alright, now the hard part is over after searing our beef. I'm gonna be using this wok. Now I'm gonna saute our aromatics. I'm gonna start with our garlic. Make it golden brown. And then I'm gonna put the onion next. Make it translucent. High heat. What I'm using right now. And now we're gonna put back the meat. Mix it all up. And then add your prepared veggies. Like what I said, this one is an Asian medley veggies here. That I just found in my fridge. So I'm gonna be using this one on my dish. And now we're gonna be adding some seasoning in there. I have oil, soy sauce, oyster sauce, ground pepper, and sugar. And then we're just gonna put it in there. And then we're gonna continue to mix it up. And that's pretty much will do our dish. Our beef stir fry dish. Alright guys, so hopefully you guys did learn something new again and enjoyed that episode. Like what I said, I'll be sharing more of the food that I love to cook here at home. And we'll be posting that one on all our webpage. Like what I said guys, I'm enjoying doing this one and I love to share it to you guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying as well. And as always, thank you again for watching all our videos, and I will see you guys on our next blog post. Peace out for now. Thanks again for watching.